What's going on, world? It's your man Chuck Creekmur, aka Jigsaw. All hip hop is here with a legend, my man Mikey D.
You,
What's
you,
good
you-
with
yo, what's popping, baby? We here, man. We here.
you? We here,
Everything.
man. Thanks for
Yeah,
joining me, man.
man. Anytime, man. Thanks for inviting me, man. This is like the ultimate platform right here,
Thank
baby.
you, man. I appreciate that, man. You definitely one of the dopest MCs, you know, current and back in the day, man. You know what I mean? But
Oh man, I
back
appreciate it.
yeah, back in the day meant a little bit, it was a little different. It meant more to me. To me, it meant more.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It's crazy because today I'm back on that, man. Like with
Yeah.
this new album getting ready to drop, you're gonna hear that nostalgic Mikey D, man. So I wanted to get back into that bag, man, because lately I've been on some mature, almost like educational type music and
Okay.
to go with the times and to let people see my growth. But I miss the old me. So I had to unleash some of that stuff that I still had left, you know?
That's what's up, man. Ain't nothing wrong with either one of those, man. The old you or the new version, all good. Definitely.
Well, that's why I have a split personality, man. I like when I'm doing the mature music, I'm Playboy Mikey D, man, the humble me. But when I get into that bag, here
Mhm.
comes Mikey Destruction. I gotta unlock him sometime, you know.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't be you if a little Mikey Destruction didn't show up.
Yeah, just a little bit, man, you know.
Yeah, man. Well, I wanted to talk to you because there was some grumblings on the internet, and I was like, "What's going on here?" Like, I was looking at some of the posts on IG, and I was like, this is interesting,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I'm gonna jump right into it, because first of all, I don't know everything, but
Right,
I know it involves MC Serch, you know what I'm saying, and
right.
you and him having some conflict over the presentation of your name, and I talked to somebody, and I was like, yeah, they're talking about how he misstated his name or whatever, and somebody said to me, they were like, yeah, but your name is your name. Like, though, that's not small. Like, that's a real thing. Um,
That's a fact. But not only did he mispronounce my name, mispronounced my name, he kind of dragged my reputation along with my group's reputation. He villainized us,
mhm.
made himself the victim. He fabricated a story. It's like he took a story and just twisted it all up like a Rubik's cube and came up with his own solution. And
Mm,
none of the colors matched. Nothing added up. You
right.
know, so by him doing that, and like I said, I have a new project getting ready to come out. You know, I'm dealing with some people from across seas, but Search is a person that people listen to. So
Uh-huh.
by you twisting that story up and making me look bad,
Yeah.
now I'm getting questioned like, oh, are we dealing with another death row or something like that? Is
Mm,
this guy really like that? You
yeah.
know, and he told a bunch of lies. And the only thing I asked him to do, clear it up, man. Just clear it up, man. He could have shot me a text and apologized. He could have did anything. The only reason I took it to the internet is because that's where it was presented, man. A story that I left alone years ago out of respect for him and his wife and his family. I never brought this incident up. But he
Yeah.
brought it up and he switched it around and it kind of made us look really bad, man. And I just want to clear my name.
I mean, for those that don't know, can you explain what was said and the incident you're referring to?
Well, as you know, I'm with a group called Main Source. I used to say I'm with a group called Main Source, and I'm not the one steering the wheel, but Large Professor don't want nothing to do with the group, so I am Main Source. I am taking the reins, and you're hearing it here publicly. I am now taking Main Source. That's me. I'm Main Source.
Okay.
So when I first got down with the crew, they were with Wild Pitch. This was at the time that Large Professor pursued his solo career. And like I said, they were on Wild Pitch. They still owed Wild Pitch another album. And at this time, MC Serch was the vice president of marketing.
Okay.
No, he was the vice president of marketing.
Mhm.
So I get down with the group. I'm not going to go into how I got down and all of that. I could,
Yeah.
if you want to know, I could bring that up too.
And
But I want
yeah.
to get to the meat. You know what I mean? So as the vice president of marketing, of course, he had his office and stuff like that. Now, mind you, I knew Serch prior to Main Source. I knew him prior to that. He was in the same seminar that I was in 1988 when I won. And he had an altercation with Mr. Magic, God rest Mr. Magic soul.
Mhm.
And, whatever transpired after that, that was on him. But that, Serch was my man. He was cool. He from Queens and all of that. I'm like, yeah, all right. So when I first got down with the group, this guy calls me in his office and he says to me, Mikey D, I don't trust those guys. I don't trust their manager, their mom. I just don't trust it. You, my man, I gotta look out for you. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna introduce you to the same lawyer that I hooked Large Professor up with. And I'm saying to myself, like, damn, I just got here. Why am I walking into drama? You know what I mean? And then this is the thing that caught me. He tells me, Mike, if this conversation leaves this office, I'm going to deny everything. And remember, Mikey, I know people. Immediately, I took that as a threat.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I took it as a threat. The person that I was, the person that I am, I know how to read the words, you know what I'm saying? And that did not come across nice. And if I didn't just get down with the crew, it would have been another problem. But because this was an opportunity that I didn't want to mess up and I didn't want to relive my my younger life with the LA posse, the things we used to do, I just wanted to be different. So I let it go. I acted like I didn't acknowledge it.
Right.
But at the same time, I'm from Laurelton, Queens. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I'm a Sagittarius.
Mhm.
I don't forget anything.
Yeah.
So he said that he took us to California. He said he took us to do a media run or something like that to do Soul Train. True. He
Mhm.
said we were supposed to do Power FM or whatever. Slightly true, but things happened that he did not explain. Let's start with Soul Train. We get to Soul Train. Now, mind you, Serch, he came on the road with us, vice president of marketing, but he came on the road with us to
Mhm.
California. You got to also remember at that same time, he was managing Nas. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? Much love to my little brother Nas, but so anyway, we supposed to have this vehicle to take us around to our transportation to get us to and from where we needed to be. We never got a chance to really rock out in that car because he was always in the car taking care of other music business, not pertaining to Main Source. It was always a Nas thing. So I'm starting to feel like, damn, he came out here with us. He's supposed to be promoting us. Why is he promoting Nas? Taking
Yeah.
nothing away from Nas. I just felt like he was sabotaging our trip and doing stuff for Nas on our time.
Yeah.
So we did go to Soul Train.
Mhm.
We were supposed to perform two songs on Soul Train. We only got a chance to perform one song, which was What You Need. The
Mhm.
reason we didn't get a chance to perform the other song is because during the break, an intermission or whatever, Serch takes it upon himself to take these hip hop stickers. Some said What You Need, some had Nas, and
Mhm.
he's sticking it on the audience, the dancers and stuff like that, thinking that if they face the camera with these stickers, that's promotion. That's a no-no. Don Cornelius was not happy about that. So, because of that, we did not get a chance to perform our second song. We had to leave and all of that. Thank God they did air the one song. Now, he also said that we went to it was supposed to be an album release party for Main Source. Not true. It was a club. We was just going there to go there or whatever. He also mentioned that he was in front of the club in the car. I guess that's the car that's supposed to take us around. And he said the group, the band, he called us the band. He said the band was across the street. I can attest to that. K Cut and Sir Scratch, they were across the street. We wasn't in that car though. I still don't remember what the car looked like on the inside because I never got in it. Because
Right.
the way that I got to the club in question was because Redman was in town. Redman was in town, and he was going to that spot too. You know what I mean? And he had his blunts or whatever. I didn't smoke, but I drank. You know what I mean? So I said, I'm riding with Redman. You know what I'm saying? I'm going with Redman because me and Redman have things in common as well. It's such as Biz Markie, Montebello Park, Queens, and stuff like that. So me and him already, you know what I mean? And I felt comfortable with Reg because
Yeah.
we from around the way, like, yo. So boom, we get to the spot, right? So I get out the car. I'm on the line. I'm on the line. I'm standing outside in front of the club. He said, Search says a guy with a Mossberg or whatever shotgun. He pulls it out of his knapsack and he has an altercation with the promoter of the club. I was standing right next to the dude with the shotgun. That was true. That did happen, but it was not the promoter that he had the problem with. I do not remember Search even being present. He said he was in the car and the program director or music something from Power was in the car scared and she's ducking down and all of that. And Search said, they're not worried about us, blah, blah, blah. I don't remember him being there. I'm standing next to the guy.
Right.
He asked the person in front of me, like, yo, you down with Daz? I'll never forget those words. You down with Daz? And homeboy was like, nah. And he turned around and he looked my way, but he didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing. I'm just bugging out. But the thing that I do remember is Redman saying, yo, F that. I got more records to make. Oh, he was out of there. I was like, yo. So
He was
so
gone.
he left. He bounced out of there. Sir Scratch, K Cut, they were across the street. I don't even think they ever came in the club. I can tell you, I was definitely in the club. I was the only one in the club. Search never came in the club. I
Right.
was in there because Biz Markie was DJing at the club that night. Me
Okay.
and Biz Markie got on stage and said, let's do it like we do it back in Queens in 231 Park. And
Right.
we freestyle. I get back to the hotel,
Now, real
you
quick,
know,
real quick,
yes,
before you could talk about the hotel, what year is this? What year is this?
this is 1994,
Okay.
93 going into 94.
Okay.
Yeah, right before the album. Yes, 93 going into 94.
Okay.
So I'm in the club, we rock, boom, 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 whatever, whatever. And that was that. I get back to the hotel. I think we had a little conversation like, yo, where did y'all go? Where did y'all disappear to? Blah, blah. And then we laughing about what happened and shit. Might have been a little argument too, because I was a little tight. I was like, that man left me by myself. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, we flew back together. So it wasn't that serious.
Right.
Now, here's the day that he really fabricated. Uh, we had a press conference up at Wild Pitch Records.
Uh-huh.
Remember back in the days, like we had Fresh, we had Word Up, we had Right On. It might
Uh-huh.
have been Source Magazine. So we're all sitting around a table, and you know they had their recording devices, their questions written down. Some had notepads because there were no electronic devices out there to do like what we're doing. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So we're doing the press conference. I got the Twin Towers with me. And no, they are not biological twins. They are not brothers. They were just two very tall, very heavy young men
Right.
that I was like, I'm calling them the Twin Towers because they're so young. They love hip hop. I was who I was. I like these guys. I'm gonna keep them out of trouble. I'm gonna let them hang with me. We're gonna do this hip hop thing. It was just a good look, man, because I had these two big guys, Twin Towers,
Yeah.
40-ounce drinking. We had that in common, you know. And I also had my cousin Mark there with us. And I remember Mike Geronimo and Irv Gotti. They
Uh,
had a meet. They were supposed to have a meeting with Stu Fine. Stu Fine was the owner of Wild Pitch Records, and they
right.
were sitting up in the front of the offices near the lobby, messing with the receptionist. You know what I'm saying? She was fine. She was fine. You
Yeah.
know. So we doing the interviews. We got 40s floating around the table, and I'm doing what you call keeping it real back then. You know what I mean? I didn't want to be all professional and corny. I wanted them to know, yeah, y'all are interviewing a real one. Like I'm really like that. So I had my 40s and blah blah blah. So now the way that the office was set up, it's like in the hallways, it was almost like a music building, warehouse type of scene. But you could hear things that were going on in the hallways. So we heard commotion, like, yo, where the is Stu Fine? Where's Stu Fine? It was Miss McKenzie. Miss McKenzie is K Cut and Sir Scratch, who are the DJs for
Yeah.
Main Source and producers. They're not just DJs.
Yeah.
These dudes produce just as much as Large Pro.
Okay.
But their moms was the manager,
Okay.
Sandra McKenzie. You know what I mean? So she came in with her cousin. Now, let's get to this. I was never signed to Wild Pitch. I was signed to Main Source
Mm,
Production Company.
gotcha.
I was never a part of Wild Pitch, so I don't know what their contract looked like. I don't know what obligations they had. I just know I got put in a situation where I had to work extra fast because of a time limit. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so any business things that were going on with the group and the label, I had nothing to do with. I did not know anything. At that point, I didn't care because I wasn't business savvy. I just wanted to just be nice. That's
Yeah.
all I ever wanted.
Right.
Long story short, the commotion comes into the office, into the area, comes by where we're at. She is livid. She's going crazy, really looking for Stu Fine.
Yeah.
There were no guns involved. He said she pulled uh, a 25 out of her underwear. That's a lie. Because number one, how would you even know if a pencil was even pulled out when you barricaded yourself in your office? You locked yourself in your office. So how do you know she pulled a gun out or a whistle or whatever? How do
Right.
you know? And I'm going to get to that because now, so she came in turning up. She turned up. So her sons start turning up too. I don't know if they knew what was going on. I
Mhm.
didn't know what the hell was going on. But I do remember, I know people. I do remember if this conversation leaves this room,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? I
Mhm.
did remember that.
Right.
So now this is between him and I. This has nothing to do with main source, their moms, business between Serch and this is between you and me because you threatened me as soon as I got down with them
Right.
because I don't know what's going on over there. Now it's time to make an example out of you. That's what's going through my mind. I'm charged up off of my 40s and my Twin Towers and my cousin. They ready to rock and roll. Let's make some examples out of people.
Right.
Serch locked himself in his office. Mind you, my man, DJ Eclipse, he might have had a job there. I think he was his desk was right in front of Serch's office. And much love to Eclipse. I love Eclipse. I love um, Richie Rich. I love Pete Nice.
Uh-huh.
I just don't trust Serch. So when he barricaded himself in that office, I had my Twin Towers kick that door down.
Uh,
Yeah, we did that. You know what I'm saying? And it was so ill when we kicked the door down. Serch was so scared that he jumped up on his couch, right? And at this time, Stufine and Serch's offices, they were being renovated. So there was like a big sheetrock, right? A big sheetrock wall. And on the other side of that wall was the window to the street down, a couple of flights up. Yo,
Right.
he jumped on his couch. He got over the doggone thing. Now he's on the other side near the window. We like, he gonna jump out the window. But the
What?
reason we stopped trying to get at him is because we from the old school. We play by the rules. There's a code. No women, no children. I noticed his lady there. His lady was there. She was pregnant. She
Yeah.
didn't go into false labor or break no water and all that crazy stuff. And if she was crying, she was probably crying because this ninja left her there.
Yeah.
Left your wife to get away from us. But
Right.
I stopped it. I stopped it because of her. So if anything, Serch needs to thank her because she saved him from that beatdown that was coming his way, B, because he threatened me. And
Yeah.
that's just the type of person that I was.
Yeah.
So as far as bye Felicia and when he said we were whack anyway, that's a trigger. I'm an MC, and
Yeah.
his name is MC Serch. And when an MC calls another MC whack, those are battling words. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there you have it. And see, with the name calling, Apathy was the guy that was interviewing Serch. He had a brain fart because I peeped it. I was watching it, and it was like, wasn't his name Mikey Devastation? That's
Yeah.
a brain fart. We getting older, and I understood that.
Yeah.
But the fact that Serch repeated it without correcting him, and he said it with such sarcasm,
Yeah.
he said the record wrong, what you want, even though it was what you need. I
Yeah.
was really tight. So I was like, I'm going to give you 48 hours to make this right. Now, I had people reaching out to me, you know what I mean? Even one very, very, very popular person gave me Serch's number. But I said, I'm not going to reach out to him because I did not throw the first stone. Why should I reach out to him? If he reaches out to me, I will accept the call. I will accept the apology if he does it like that. That's fine.
Right.
I'd prefer him to do it publicly, like he insulted me publicly. So I went public and I said what I said. I gave him the 48 hours out of a courtesy instead of just jumping out the window, because this is a story that I've never told out of respect for his family, him, his wife, and his child. I did not want to bring that back up. I even reached out to him and apologized for my ignorance back in those days. And I was like, I don't think I've ever apologized to you, bro. And it's been bothering me for years because I do have a heart.
Right.
Sometimes it could be cold, but it's there. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I saw that on
And
Instagram. You put that on Instagram, right? That apology.
exactly. The receipt, I had to show the receipt because he'll lie his way right out of it.
Right.
And the thing with Serch is, I've heard so many stories for years, and I never imagined that it would happen to me because I'm the type of person I give no matter what people say about people until I see it for myself or witness it myself. I'm going to give that person the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
But he really cut me deep. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's how that happened. And now, you know, I think it's too late to resolve it. It's just like, not that it's beef. It's never going to be a street beef because I don't look at him as a threat. Plus, we're grown, we're mature. But I'm still Mikey Destruction, man, and I take care of it the way I want to take care of it. I've been trolling him for the last few days, trying to smoke him out of hiding. I
Yeah.
guess he's used to smoke, so I guess I got to light fire to that ass, man.
Yeah.
So you know what's coming next, right?
I guess the bars.
Oh yeah, man, I'm gonna give him some monkey bars, baby, because that's what we do.
Yeah.
And this is not clout chasing. This is just me being me. I'm not trying to, chase fame or nothing like that because we've been there, we've done that. But this is who I am. This is what I used to do, and I'm gonna do it now. It
Yeah.
is what it is. I gave him fair warning.
Yeah, I hear you. I mean, it's funny because I interviewed MC Hammer a few years ago. It's been a while now. You know what I mean? It's been, quite a few years ago. But
Hmm.
but it was funny because, he talked about Hammer in the same way. And Hammer was like, man, this guy, he was really upset. He was like, man, this guy telling lies. He's exaggerating. And, I can't remember exactly what was said, but it was similar situation. And Hammer, has his own reputation, which,
Right.
you hear about, but I've only witnessed a gentleman in my presence.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But there's only so far that humble can go because
Yeah.
it seems like people don't respect humble. So sometimes you gotta bake a humble pie and smash them in the face with the humble pie, man. Because if you notice me, I've changed my life completely around for
Mhm.
the past 15 years. I've been sober, clean. I've been positive, nothing but positive. But that beast is still in me, you
Yeah.
know. And as humble as I tried to be, it irked me so bad that I have to let it out the way that I know how to let it out. Because if I hold it in, it's gonna hurt me more than it hurts anybody. And
Absolutely.
I can't do that to my family. You know what I mean?
You.
So I gotta let it out, man.
I gotta ask you when are we gonna hear this record, or how you gonna do it? Are you gonna do it as ether style, or is it gonna be, a song or a line? What do you think?
I'm gonna do what I do, man. That's all I'm
Okay.
gonna tell you, man. And yo, ain't no coming back from this one.
Okay. Okay.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna call it fun. I'm gonna call it fun. FUN. And that's the acronym is up now.
Oh, okay.
You know
Okay.
what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm about to search and destroy.
Okay.
Feel me? Matter of fact, yeah. Well, my people in the studio fine tuning things right now.
Okay.
And I want to thank Search for what's about to happen because this is going to open up another chapter of my life and all of that. Just, there's a younger generation out there that don't know what I do. And I'm just going to show the younger generation that you can kill your op without guns. You can
Mm,
kill your ops with the truth. You
okay.
can kill your ops with the flow. You can kill your ops easily. And truth always prevails. I'm the truth, B.
Okay.
And what else he did was he also reunified me and K Cut. So this is gonna be some main source 2.0. Because K Cut did the track, I did the rap, you
Okay.
know, it's all good. We still main source, man. Main source is gonna be what it's gonna be. Main source 2.0. Large Professor don't want to be with the crew because of what he went through. I'm fine with that. That's my brother. You want to
Uh,
step to the side? Stay over there. I got this, man. Main source is mine, and you about to witness the truth, B. Trust me.
all right. I can't wait. I'm gonna reach out to Search because it's funny, man. A couple years ago, I asked him for an interview. He wouldn't do it, and then he went and did all these other interviews. I was like, "Come on, Search, what are you doing?"
Yeah, that's corny. I bet you if he do 10 interviews and they all 10 interviewers ask him the same question, he'll have 10 different answers.
Well,
You know what I
we
mean?
we all get down to it to on this platform. We all get down
I
to it.
already know, man. But at the end of the day, with Search, it's all love. I don't wish him any harm. I
Yeah,
just wish he would have cleared my name in a professional manner and I wouldn't have had to do what I'm about to do. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, man. That's why, and I told him there's a reason why people from our era and my peers and the guys that made records back then that knew I was out there never said my name
yeah,
because
yeah,
I'm not gonna stop. I am him.
yeah.
Like you can't say my name and think you just gonna get away with it, you
Right.
know,
Mhm.
especially with lies, man. I'm only defending myself with the truth. That's it.
Right. Yeah. Fair enough, man. All right. Well, we'll eventually get to the longer interview because I want to sit down with you, my brother, because I've been a fan for a long time,
My
and
man.
I've met you a number of times. You've always been real cool, and I think you definitely got to get a real proper interview because we got to, and not only that, you got to do it over and over. I think you can't just do it one and done because time moves on, people forget. But
That's right. That's
yeah,
right. And another thing that I want people to understand that this is not Search is just a stepping stone. Search lit the fire. He lit the fire. He's a stepping stone of something way bigger, man. And I'm gonna rap to you about it because
okay,
he paved the way for a lot of, I'm not going to say culture vultures, but
mm,
gatekeepers that blocked a lot of us out. And I got so much backup and people that can attest to what I'm saying that
mm,
it's a deeper issue than just MC Serch and MC Mikey D. It's a cultural
okay,
issue, and I'll kick it to you, man.
okay,
And it
very.
got nothing to do with black and white and racist, none of that. But
Uh,
it's much deeper, man.
I overstand this. That's
I,
what they
I
say.
know. I know you do. I know you do. Facts.
All right, my brother. I appreciate you, man. We're gonna talk. And also, I guess you don't know a date for any album or song or anything yet, right?
I actually have two singles out right now. I have Legends Don't Die is out,
Okay,
produced by Lot Picasso. And I also have a dope one out too called Keep 'Em Shook, produced by Amadeus 360 Beat King.
okay,
Really dope, hardcore hip hop. Well, it's not
okay.
really hardcore, but it's authentic hip hop.
Yeah.
The album is done. The album is completely done. We'll probably drop that with hard cut, vinyl, CDs, MP3, all of that stuff. We'll probably drop that during Hip Hop History Month, which is
Okay.
November, also my birthday month. And
Dope.
this joint probably by the end of the week. End of the week, game over, man. I'm not playing no more.
All right. I'm gonna be looking for it.
Oh, you're gonna love it because as soon as I get it, I'm sending it to you. I'm gonna text it to you on
All right.
MP3. But I'm coming visuals and all, B. We in a whole new era now, baby. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, Mikey D.
Yes,
We-
sir.
We're gonna
Salute.
talk soon. And I can't wait to hear it.
Yeah, it's on and popping, man. I appreciate you, family.
All right, you too. All right.
Peace.
Peace.